Alright, another 1911. Welcome to Firearms of America. Today, as you guys can see, I'm out here at Shooters in Fort Myers, Florida. Yes, about to do the review of another 1911. And today, I have this beautiful, it is beautiful, Smith & Wesson SW1911 E series. Yes, check this. Just get it, put it on a shelf, and just keep it there on the shelf because of how beautiful this thing looks. Standard 5-inch barrel, your classic 1911 frame. Of course, 45 ACP, 8 rounds in the magazine. Let's put up some rounds and do some shooting and see what this thing can do. Today I'm gonna be shooting Winchester. Yes, 45 auto, 230 grain from Winchester. Great ammo, haven't had any problems with Winchester ever, I think. I get it for pretty much everything. I get their 5.56 for my AR. I get their 9mm sometimes, pretty good ammo. Good range ammo in general, quality stuff, doesn't make your gun dirty. And I haven't had any jams, so let's see if it's the case here. Pretty easy to load this magazine, although I have to say it's a little bit of a tighter spring, which is not a bad thing, just makes it a little bit harder to load, but at the same time, a little bit more reliable operation because you have a heavier spring pushing the round into the chamber to, prevent malfunction. But it's not numbered, but windowed on both sides. All right, so got 5 rounds in here. And we're gonna be aiming at this very top orange right here. Now there are 2 shots and looks like it was either 9mm or 380 auto, so they're barely visible. So I think a 45 ACP should make a really good visible dent instead of those. So let's see if it's the case. Man, I'm excited. Always excited to shoot 1911. I don't know why, but I love 1911. A little bit of tighter spring, so it's not that easy to rack, especially compared to the Rock Island that I just did a review on. But let's see how it shoots. 45 ACP. Yes. Woo! Oh yeah. And a smoking gun. But handles the recoil unbelievably well. For a 45 ACP, I gotta say, it handles the recoil very well. As you can see, the group is just spot on. It's like pretty much the same. And in fact, I'm gonna try to zoom in so that you can see because it's a good group. Not that I'm a good shot, but it's a good gun. All right, so you can see the group at the very practically at the almost bullseye, like half an inch to the left. Yes, all the shots went right there. Pretty good group, but the next time I'll try to shoot that tree and see if I can hit all of them without missing. But for now, let's talk about the gun. All right, let's talk about the gun. We have just fantastic, beautiful wood grips on both sides, and you can see the E, that's for the E series. Very nice. It looks fantastic, it feels great, but what I really like about the grip is some G10 aggression on the back and some G10 aggression on the front as well. I love it when the 1911s have that G10 on both sides because it just helps secure, especially with your left hand, if you're right-handed. With the left hand, when you're squeezing over that right hand and it squeezes into the G10 grip, it just feels fantastic, like the gun is not going anywhere, and I absolutely love it. No serrations on the trigger guard, no accessory rail, but Smith & Wesson, they actually do have a tactical version of this gun with the accessory rail if you're into that kind of stuff, which I am. Honestly, if I was buying this gun, I would probably look into that. The mag release is your standard 1911 mag release. It's not ambidextrous. In fact, nothing on this gun is ambidextrous. The manual safety switch is not ambidextrous. The slide stop, slide release, whatever you want to call it, is not ambidextrous. We got our beaver tail safety, which works very well. No serrations on it. I kind of do like to have some serrations on this part, but it's fine, no big deal. It does, it does engage with without much pressure at all. So no malfunctions, you shouldn't worry about any of that. And I really do like the fact that the design wise, aesthetically, this black, that they made it black on the back, the G10, I think it looks really, really well. In fact, some of the accents, as you can see, the extractor here is black as well, kind of gives it a more aggressive, more tactical look without taking away from the classic appearance. Now, you probably noticed this very beautiful scale serrations on the back and on the front of the slide. Very easy to catch, definitely good grip. I would say even more aggressive than the standard just lines, all right? And definitely necessary with this gun because, like I said, if there is one thing that you might not like about this gun, if that bothers you, it's a little bit on the harder side to rack this gun, okay? But keep in mind, the tide is pretty built. As you can see, not much of it. There is some wiggle, you can definitely hear it, but barely visible. So the build is very tight, and that's why you have a very nice group and also a very manageable recoil. So let's put some 5 more rounds, and this time I'll try to hit the tree. Yes, let's see if I can hit the tree without missing any of the rounds. And I do like the sights. We will talk about the sights, we'll talk about the trigger after I'm done with the tree. But the sights I definitely do like more on this Smith & Wesson rather than on the Rock Island that I just reviewed. So, 5 rounds in the magazine, 1 round in the chamber, 4 rounds in the magazine. Let's do some shooting, see if we miss. Let me put some 5 more rounds. Am I shooting low or am I shooting low? I think I am shooting low. Let's see. All right. Let me put 1 more round into that target and see where I'm shooting, because something is off. Shooting really low for some reason. Yeah, I'm definitely shooting low. Let me put some 3 more rounds and see what's going on. So, if I'm shooting low, not doing too good with this 1911, which is weird. Let me put some shots through my Rock Island once again, because I want to see if it's me shooting like crap or if it's something with the sights on the Smith & Wesson, which is weird because that group looked pretty good. Or maybe it wasn't that group, maybe it was a group below. Alright, so this is the Rock Island that I just reviewed, and this is chambered in 9mm. Let's see. I think it's just me shooting like crap. But let's get back to the our Smith & Wesson 1911 here and talk about the sights and talk about the trigger. So the sights here are pretty standard. I don't know why I'm not doing a good job with them today, but you have 3-dot sights. As you can see, your standard 3-dot sights. Nothing crazy. Now let's talk about the trigger. We got our trigger, double check, there's nothing in here. Skeleton trigger, got about very short first stage, probably like 0.5 millimeter, barely millimeter of travel, and then super crisp brake. Very, very light trigger. Not a very light slide, however. So again, about 0.5 millimeter, and then a crisp brake. So let me finish up this review with some 5 more rounds of trying to hit the tree. See, maybe by the end of this review I can figure out what's going on, why I'm shooting so terribly. But it seems to be with another gun as well. Okay. As the saying goes, less thinking, more doing. All right, and you will be much better at everything, including shooting. So, finally redeeming myself, I can say really, really nice gun. I mean, I love the looks, I love everything about it. The operation, the only thing that I can say is that you might not be a fan of is the heavier slide. I mean, you can definitely feel it. Compared to this Rock Island right here, I mean, if you prefer super easy, super smooth slides, you're gonna appreciate this. This is a little bit on the heavier side. Like, even for me, I can, you know, it does take some effort to put in order to rack it. But other than that, absolutely fantastic gun, and you can't beat the classic look of a just fantastic looking 1911. So let me know in the comments below, guys, what do you think about the Smith & Wesson 1911 E series? What do you think about this review? If you have any requests for reviews, you can drop them in the comments below, and I'll be happy to address them. As always, thank you very much for watching. Always appreciate your time. God bless, and I'll see you in the next video.